Hey guys, this is Carrie Rhinehart with 5-Minute Math. Today I'm going to be looking at defining polynomials by the number of terms and their degree. If you're following along in the book, this is Algebra 1, Unit 5, Lesson 3. Okay, so first of all, a polynomial is just basically a collection of terms that they can be constants. They usually have variables in them, but it could just be a constant. It could be from one term to as many terms as possible. And remember, a term is any number, variable, or combination of those that are separated by addition or subtraction signs. So an example of a polynomial would be something like 3x to the fifth minus 2x cubed plus 1. This is an example of a polynomial. There's three terms here. That's a term, and that's a term. Okay, and they're terms because anything that is separated by an addition or subtraction sign, it splits it into terms. Think of it as a chain, okay? And it's connected by these addition and subtraction signs. Remember, a variable is just, x is a variable, that's a variable as well, it's just a letter. You remember, exponents are the powers, what each base is raised to. Sometimes there isn't a variable. Constant is a number by itself, so 1 is a constant. A coefficient is the number in front of a variable. So 3 is a coefficient and 2 is also a coefficient. And then degree, you need to know what degree means, especially if we're going to be naming, is the highest exponent. The highest exponent. Okay. So we need to know how to name this by degree and the number of terms. Okay. Well, in this case, we have 3 terms. And our degree is 5 because that's the highest exponent. Okay. So to name it by terms, okay, it's either going to be a monomial, a binomial, a trinomial, okay, and then after that, we just call a polynomial. So one term we call a monomial. 2 terms is a binomial. And 3 terms is a trinomial. Anything above 3 terms, we just say polynomial. Now, they're all polynomials, but we don't have a specific name for above 3 terms. So this one, since it's got 3 terms, is a trinomial. But we also name it by degree. Okay? So if it's got a degree of 0, okay, and keep in mind, 1 is understood x to the 0. So that would be any constant isn't power of 0. Okay. So if it's just got a constant, then it's called constant. Okay. If its highest power is 1, this is linear. Okay. Highest power or its degree is 2, we call this a quadratic. 3 is cubic. 4 is quartic. 5 is quintic. And then anything above 5, we just say 5th degree, 6th degree, 7th degree. We wouldn't say 5th degree because that actually has a name, quintic. And so in this case, since our degree is 5, this one is quintic. So we would call this a quintic trinomial. Okay, so for this one right here, this is a quintic trinomial. Let me look at one more. So let's say that we have 8x minus 3 plus 9x to the 4th plus 2x squared. Okay, well, there are 4 terms here. Okay. So 4 terms, remember anything above 3 terms, we just say polynomial. So that's by the number of terms, and then we have to find the degree, which is the highest exponent. In this case, 4 is the highest exponent. And when it's got a degree of 4, that's quartic. So this is a quartic polynomial. You also need to know how to write this in descending order. Descending order means you write it from highest exponent to lowest. So our highest exponent is x to the 4th. So that's a positive 9x to the fourth. Next would be the square, so plus 2x squared. Then the 8x, because that's x to the first, so plus 8x. And then the constant is last, so minus 3. And that is called descending order. And that's a good habit to get into, is writing these polynomials in descending order.